It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll see Christian Watson. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Packers and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they run the option on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. You look at this Packers defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Quay Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
I will agree. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice. Because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Off the play fake. McAllister. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Bears defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. The Packers at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this to the 32. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second and 7. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Off play action. McAllister, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Christian Watson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailing?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out a port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down now, Goodson, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 43, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6, and the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go, son.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. So in their own territory, they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Off play action, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Fields. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Fields now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you it's ending with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Off the play fake. McAllister. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. McAllister. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. An option give now to Mitchell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking long for Thomas.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Quickly out wide, this is Watson. Down the left sideline.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McAllister. And it's a Packers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first and 10, it's Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Mitchell now off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Here we go.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Fields. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On 1st and 10, McAllister, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Let's go. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McAllister. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Goodson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Up.
Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Don't jump. Ready?
3rd and 3. Now Fields. That is caught. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half. This is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They run over center with Mitchell.
Avoids him at the 40.
Down inside the 40.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking of. That big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. To throw is Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Here's Fields.
And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And bulldozing his way through.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Throwing to start the drive. McAllister flushed out right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, McAllister. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
44-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Packers.
Throwing on 1st down, McAllister. And this is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off play action. McAllister. Wide open receiver complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this 1st half.
And I'm reminded that they get the 2nd half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open.
before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bears 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and it's the Vikings who are out in front. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. DeAndre Swift with a rushing touchdown there. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. C.D. Lamb with a touchdown catch from Dak Prescott. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well.
Okay, ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down, Goodson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
the middle they go. Goodson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Off the play fake. McAllister. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
Drive starts with a give to Mitchell.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields.
And his pass incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Fields.
And that's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taking it about the 36. Fighting his way through contact. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McAllister throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 24-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down now, Goodson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look. Take a short break. Second and goal from inside the 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Tyler Goodson punching it in from a yard away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Easy.
Here's Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A beautiful fake. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw on second down, McAllister. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Operating from the gun, McAllister. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Bears' 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on second and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Right back to Mitchell on second down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is fielded at the 27. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. Off play action. McAllister eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer. Trap 60, 18 Relevant, 18 Relevant.
Back to throw. McAllister escaping the pressure right. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Off the play fake. McAllister. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Operating from the gun, McAllister. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions, so you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run with Mitchell. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Don't jump. Ready? Hurry up, hurry up.
A give running right is Mitchell. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Fields now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second and 7 from the 20. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's third down.
3rd and 5.
Hey, Smash.
Throw left side complete. That's Fox. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Right there, hurt.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard.
Check smash. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates.
Off play action. McAllister. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Check.
On 3rd down, McAllister. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. So they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Haskins with a run to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
2nd down, and they go back to Haskins. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, McAllister. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, Haskins. And down to the 41. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Looking to throw on second down. McAllister. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Off the play fake. McAllister working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A give to Haskins up the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. One of the linebackers has got it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. Handoff now. It's Haskins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one. 2nd down, and they go back to Haskins. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain. Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off play action. McAllister. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one. Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead. Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Here we go. Good. Tonight.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can. Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. On 2nd and 10, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League. And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Touchdown, Chicago! Mitchell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off the play fake. McAllister. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Running for it, Haskins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A 51-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And that'll keep this a 19-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Fields. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into 4th. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Hey!
Another run for Haskins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? To throw on 3rd down. McAllister. This is caught by Williams. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.